Okay, so is it Aiden or is it Alden?
Alden.
Oh man, I butchered it the entire round.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Coming from Magic, when I signed up my DCI number, the person who took it read it as an I, and I was Aiden for like ever because I didn't have the right email to change it.
Oh, okay. That explains a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so yeah, you're playing Odd Grow.
Yeah.
So
I had some slight changes in it. I made a meta call that I don't know if it was right. It's been right for me because I haven't fought any control decks, but I thought a lot of people are getting into the game, and I feel like it's going to be like similar for each region, where there's going to be a lot of people that want to come in and say, what's the easiest deck to play? What's the easiest deck to build? And four Bahamut's got the last regionals. So I assumed that we're going to have a larger percentage of Bahamut players than normal, and just a large percentage of like Odd Grow, Grimia, like all of the doesn't die to split decks.
yeah.
So I actually, instead of most Odd Grow lists, I took the 2 splits out and I put 2 Glinda's main because making Blazer unblockable and countering spells against any deck seems really good.
Yeah.
So I took those out, and then I took out the Kai that I was going to run because I didn't think there'd be a lot of Abduls. And I put in Crime and Punishment, and it's just been doing work all day.
Yeah, you're running the Tech 1 of Crime and Punishment.
Yeah, one Crime and Punishment main because there's lots of things that I can't deal with if they're big.
Yeah.
But if my opponent doesn't expect it, like I didn't see it game 1 or 2, but game 3 I played Joan d'Arc last match, and he swung with John to try to put pressure, and I blocked with the cat, killed it, and then I just won because of that.
Yeah. Not bad. So
I think it's a very undervalued card.
Oh, no,
like,
it is.
I think it's definitely a main deck card, even if it's just one, because you can search it with Oz.
Well, no, I mean, it also kills J-Rulers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, being able to kill something...
and
like
you can do it during
Abdul
your
is-
turn, too.
yeah.
So you Oz for Crime and Punishment, ram a cat into something, kill it.
Yeah.
And another thing that we have like 6 people. I don't remember what our team name's supposed to be, but I've been trying to like hammer it into my team where Crime and Punishment also wins you the game.
Yeah.
Because if you have a Gilderaz or if you have a Blazer, you swing, kill it, comes back, kills them.
Kill again.
Yeah.
OTK Dragon, man. It's so good. So,
yeah. I've had that happen once so far with Blazer, where the only card in my hand was Crime and Punishment, but it dealt enough to kill him because they weren't expecting it.
So what did you play in the previous rounds?
Actually have them.
You have them?
Yeah, we're going to try to do this podcast thing. So I've been
Okay.
trying to write down all of them. So first match was Black, Red, Green, Alucard that switches into Abdul if it needs to. Really good deck. I think that the person had it made for them and didn't test it. There's a lot of interactions that I felt could have been better. Like, I'm playing Oz. 75% of my deck is enter abilities.
Yeah.
And he had, like, a way to turn 2-3 Abdul and then just play his control magic later. And it probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
Second match, I played against Black Red Abdul, which I thought was a really fun deck. It's
with a more hard removal.
well, it's
instead of
hard
more
removal and it runs Summoner's Art.
Oh, okay.
So it's like turn 1 he plays the 5/5 that deals him 2 damage every turn that he can blank with Abdul later. Turn 2 he played a kill spell for the blocker I played. And then turn 3, he Summoner Art and dropped, like, I think it was all 4 of his 5/5s.
Oh,
the 5/5 that can't be
arts or
targeted by
whatever?
white.
Yeah. That's it's a pretty impressive turn.
Yeah, it was. I actually had like a Thunder and 2 Rapid Decays when he did it, so I got to come back from it.
That's pretty cool.
Like, Red Green Abdul's really bad to play, or like really tough to play against until you get late game and you realize they have no counter spells.
Yeah.
I played Bloody Grim in the third match. It really, the matchup is a coin flip.
Yeah, I was like, how important was the? I asked the previous winner round 4, but how important was going first in that matchup?
I think he went first actually, game 1 and game 3. But I think it's like 80-ish% important, especially in like coin flip matches like Grim. But It's a deck that runs 4 Telefairy Tale and Hamlins
Yeah.
and all that other things, and the first Telefairy Tale he played was like turn 7.
Oh, okay.
So like he got awful
That
draws
explains a
game 1, and then I think game 3 it might just be because I went first that
Okay.
I helped win.
Just being able to drop a threat. And
Yeah,
The threat
and then
removal.
like I said, round 4 was Jean.
Yeah.
I actually didn't remember what Inquisition did,
Oh,
and
okay.
it kind of screwed me over one of the games, where it's like I played an Etna tap down his board,
Yeah.
and all he really had that I could try to kill is basically cats and one blazer that would come back.
Okay.
So the Inquisition was like perfect for him and completely irrelevant for me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I know you can copy it, but you generally just never do against a Jean player because
Yeah.
they just get so much advantage.
Now, there was a play in Game 3, right before it ended.
Okay.
The board state was you had just played an Etna to tap down his Gilderay, and you had a March Hare, the Cheshire Cat, and that Etna that could attack.
Yeah.
And a Tinkerbell. It was Tinkerbell also.
Yeah.
Okay. You drew the Rapid Decay. And no, you drew it was Rapunzel or Rapid Decay. So you had Rapid Decay in hand.
I know I had
and
Rapid
Oz.
Decay in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and you had I believe Oz as well.
Uh-huh.
We were thinking that you would, and he played the 1-drop
Uh-huh.
and the what else did he play? Oh, he played a second John.
Yeah.
Did you see the lethal attack on
No.
board? Okay, yeah, because he was completely tapped out. We thought that you would have.
Did I have enough to
yes,
kill
you
him?
did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause you
I
could-
didn't know.
You could have Rapid Decay the Knight of
Yeah.
Hope, and then Oz for Dream of Wonderland, bounce John.
I
and then
actually
lethal attack.
sided them all out.
Oh, you sided them all? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll see. We
because,
don't get to see the.
The thing is, it was a mistake on my part to side out Dream of Wonderland because I wasn't thinking of Gills.
Okay.
What I was thinking of is if I dream I the pilot, he gains advantage. If I dream Jean, he gains advantage. Like half of his deck has really irrelevant dreams targets. So because I'm siding in even stuff, I sided into Glinda, I sided in my own
Okay,
Gills.
so you went for more of the okay. I see
Yeah.
what you-
So when I played Etna, well, besides that I didn't have dreams in that
Yeah.
game, I was just trying to make
The
sure
the
that I
Etna
could
play
rush
makes
for
it-
damage.
Yeah, the Etna play makes a lot more sense. Then. The only
Yeah.
reason I said it is we can't see what you sideboarded.
Oh yeah,
so-
I also had a blazer in my hand.
Okay.
So because I didn't have Dreams of Wonderland, I was thinking of lethal next turn, where it's
Okay.
at that point I didn't even care if he flipped Grimia because I had a cat to block.
Yeah.
I almost wonder, could he have? No, he couldn't have survived if he gave it flying, could he? Because what
It-
I was worried about is
it
him
was
gaining,
close.
like him gaining flying over my cat, killing one of the relevant Etnas, gaining 700, might have done more than just like I think he played Little Prince to gain 1,000.
Yeah.
But it just
was
wasn't
close.
enough.
It was close. Yeah, we didn't know you sideboarded out June.
Yeah.
June
Yeah, no, I
that
sided
makes-
it out.
That makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
So we were just on like I think.
A lot of games where I side in at least like 2 or 3 even cards from my side. I really don't like Dreams of Wonderland because I don't want to have like that one situation where
Okay, so you sideboarded out the Dream of Wonderlands. What exactly in your insanely teched out?
Well, it's not
sideboard did you
insanely.
bring in?
It's mostly the same list
It's the
except
same-
for a
yeah.
few things. I believe I added the extra Rapunzel.
Okay.
I added Gilderaz. I added the Crime and Punishment, Duel of Truth, and Rapid Decay. I added Little Dread, and I added Glinda.
Okay.
I took out at first I took out 4 dreams, I think a March Hare, and then 2. If it adds up right, I don't know if I took out March Hare or not, but I know I took out at least 2 Hunter
Okay.
because it's really
It's
yeah
it's kind of lackluster.
he turn one's 4/4s.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I kept the 2 in just for Tinkerbell tech,
Yeah.
like just to try to push for that damage.
Yeah, we're sitting there. It's like, well, he's on the play. He's like, he needs the Tinkerbell into another 1-drop into removal. And it's like, oh, well, there's Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Cat. Oh, there's a Thunder. It's like, oh, this game might be over.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah,
Yes.
game 3, like I realized that I just had to push for damage and not care about Grimia. Because I
mean-
played around Grimia a lot game 2, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, what if he flips her?
Yeah.
But if I have cats up, I just have to I have to bring him down because if I have a full board, the only thing he can do is Able, which I also forgot was a card.
Yeah, it was.
And
that
well,
incantations
that
were
was
good.
brutal.
It was. It was very, very. Yeah, Abel's really nice. The one thing was like it was really good was watching. What was the play? Let me pull it back up.
They didn't call next round, did they?
No, no, no. I think we still have. They're still waiting. There's a judge there. Judge is over there.
Okay, yeah, I see them doing
Yeah.
match slips. Okay, I
Yeah,
just
so-
heard a announcement. Just making
no,
sure.
No, we're pretty good.
Okay.
We're good. I mean, well, do you need to
No.
go like? Okay. I was like-
No, my deck's right here. This is the only thing I really brought.
Well, I mean, just as far as like a bathroom break.
No,
or, okay,
I'm good.
Okay. All right, awesome. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's 5th round, so you're 5-0.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Knock on wood, definitely.
Knock on wood. So where you from? I don't think I.
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh,
Okay.
West Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If we're being really technical about
Okay. What's your what local you play at?
it.
Give them a shout out.
I don't, cause the only place that has locals I work. So it was like me frantically like going to people's houses or people coming to me to play test for like
Okay.
3 weeks before the regionals. There's 2 right now. One's going to start. One's currently doing it.
Awesome.
Elements of Gaming in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, runs tournaments every Monday. I think it's like $5 pay-in and like store credit prizes
good.
and
Okay.
promos or something. And Pink Bunny Games, also in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, is
Okay.
going to start it.
Awesome.
I don't know when or how, but
Okay.
they've shown interest in it, and we have people working with them to try to get in contact with Force of Will to get.
Oh, sweet. If you have any
tournament started.
issues, just tell them send me an email.
Yeah. I think it's more of he needs to figure out when he can do it,
Yeah.
and then we hash out
That's
everything.
usually the main kind of dilemma is like everybody has their set Friday Night Magics and they have
Yeah.
set Yu-Gi-Oh days. And set whatever
It's probably
days.
just going to be like Monday, like it is at Elements of Gaming or something, because it's an open day and a lot of people are free that play Force of Will in the area.
Okay. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Not too bad. Would you change anything?
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of control decks here,
Yeah.
and I just happen to be like the benefit of only ever playing one so far. Like the Dracula control, I sided my splits in. That's the only the only match I've played split.
Okay.
Because everything else runs like 4
Yeah.
non-basics.
Yeah, 3 to 4 non-basics at most. So.
But yeah, I like it. If there was better like substitutes for fairy tales, I probably would use them. I almost wonder, like in the changes that I've made, I almost wonder if taking out the Kai main and putting a one of Hamlin might be okay.
I could see it. I mean, when you don't have as deep Abdo meta.
Yeah.
I can see it because I mean Kai's under.
I mean,
beating
the
Abdo,
only
but-
problem with putting Hamlin in is if I had Hamlin and Blazer in my hand, I always cast Blazer.
Yeah.
Also,
Blazer
Blazer has
almost
been
always
like such an MVP today.
Yeah.
Um,
Blazer's just too.
It
Good.
single-handedly wins games.
Yeah.
Like, I played it against Dracula match 1, and you can't flip Dracula if Blazer's on the field. Because a card has to go to the graveyard to flip him. He has no alternative cost.
Yep. Definitely good. Other than that, I mean, odd grow is odd grow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I mean,
the decks. It's
it
really
has a
good.
toolbox that you can change like 2 or 3 cards main board, and like the sideboard's up to you. Like, I made meta calls in my sideboard. I have a Little Prince because of I thought it was going to be predominantly Bahamut, and it might be relevant. I have Kai's because of Abdul, and I also have one of Grim because I actually thought Dracula might be seeing play, because everyone for some reason on the Facebook group was going nuts over the top 16 Dracula list that happened last regionals. But it's also good against Abdul. Like, you play it, if they don't respond, you remove Meth.
Yeah.
And he's a fairy tale,
Yep.
so it works out. I actually think I've seen him more played because there's Lumia decks here, which
Yeah.
I was surprised
I
about.
know, right? It lost last round, but it's
Yeah,
doing
but
pretty good. But still,
But I mean,
when's the last time you said I saw a Lumia deck in the top?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, when's the last time like you've seen Lumia
Period.
mentioned?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's the core of the deck is the same as a lot of others, but yeah, Lumia. Watch
Yeah.
some of the control matchups that he was doing.
I think a lot of people look at Lumia and they have the same problem they have with a lot of J-Rulers, where it's like, oh, this dies to Flames and Thunder, I can't play this. But you can really get around it, and I really like Resonator Grim in Lumia because it 100% kills any J-Ruler.
Yeah.
Because you can't even respond with Bahamut to give it imperishable, because if you do, then it loses its abilities. So if everyone's going so crazy about Abdul blanking things, being able to blank the whole board for 3,
Yeah.
it seems pretty good.